Hey guys, Jonah here, back with another beer review, and I'm back on the box. I know I'm doing quite a lot of these Beer 52 boxes. Someone said to me, they put a comment on somewhere, and it said, "How do you know it's Beer 52 without saying Beer 52?" And it's like I always say in my videos, so that says to me, you didn't watch my video. So hey, that's absolutely fine if you don't like Beer 52. And I'm hit or miss with them, to be honest, but it's a good way of trying lots of different beers, such as this one. Bit unique. So there's the magazine, and like usual with this magazine and the last couple of magazines, it's very scant on the actual breweries and the beers that are in the box. So it's trying to turn itself into more of a magazine that people will buy outside their box, I guess. And I think it's still four quid. Does it say on here? Four candles. Oh Jesus, £8, £7.99. I can honestly say that if I didn't get that as part of my box, there is no way I would buy that magazine. It's interesting, don't get me wrong, but no way is it worth that much money. Anyway, maybe it's a tax write-off or something. We have got Èvôye IPA. It's a Belgian IPA. You know, that's where all the IPAs come from. Brasserie du Bois, L'évêque. And then it says something under there, Belgium craft beer. So, I've heard of this before, actually. The Belgians who've got a history, and a lot of people in America go out of their mind to find Belgian beers, but people in Belgium, they want IPAs, or some people do. It's just people. The grass is always greener, apparently. Right, so there we go. Brasserie du Bois, L'évêque. Okay. Èvôye IPA is a New England style. Oh, Jesus, it gets worse. Craft beer from Liège, Belgium. Slightly cloudy. Oh, God, I've got to try and turn that around. Slightly cloudy golden in colour, with a mild bitterness, an explosion of hops with tropical and citrus notes. And it has got, I don't know if it says on the can. There we go. Barley, oats, wheat, maize, and rice. That's pretty cool. So it's got a unique kind of selling point there. Avoid the pregnant ladies as usual. And the hops in here apparently are ridiculous. We've got Hallertau Blanc, we've got Eldorado, we've got Citra Cryo, we've got Amarillo Cryo, and then we've got Brewer's Gold randomly in there. Hallertau, obviously a noble. Don't know about a Hallertau Blanc. Not sure how that one's been around, but Brewer's Gold has been around for like over 100 years. It's a really traditional British hop. I think it was part of the Y farming hop program or something like that. And Y, the village, is just down the road. It's the other side of Canterbury. Y College. Yeah, it's a shame what's happened up there. They used to have the hop, all the hops in the UK, the hop program for the UK, and now I think it's up in Birmingham somewhere, which is nuts. Yeah, lots of really good hops were made literally just down the road from me. Right, we have got a glass, can, glass, can, glass. I am the weaver. So, I mean, this is a Belgian beer because it's from Belgium, but it is not a traditional Belgian beer, which is, I think that's a bit sad. I mean, fair enough, have a go, but everyone's doing NEIPAs, everyone apart from people in New England. 2 fingers, rough, just under. And we have got some serious carbonation. And this one has been in the fridge as well. But look at that, that's like fluffy white clouds. Absolutely cool. I love it. Let's see if we can get all of this bad boy in the shop for a change. And then a cheeky grin. Oof, lovely. Citrus, definitely. I was going to say that Amarillo gives a kind of orange satsuma, a light grapefruit, a nice, not really sour grapefruit. Very fruity. There is a hint of kind of greenness there, which is cool. Not really getting, I think Brewer's Gold, if I remember, traditional kind of hops for British ales, so it gives that spicy kind of character. And Hallertau is obviously a lager malt, so a lager hop. So yeah, really, really cool. Obviously, this is a very cloudy beer. You cannot see anything there. It's quite a deep yellow, bordering on gold, I would say. But yeah, looks really cool. Got to be worth a thumbs up. Haven't even had any yet. Cheers and beers, guys. Let's see what we get from this bad boy. Oh, lovely fruity. Oh, there is a bit of a bite to it in the end. So yeah, I was going to say lovely fruity kind of juicy thing going on, but definitely kind of grapefruity stuff in there. And then, yeah, the greenness comes through. So it's fruity, citrusy, kind of orangey, kind of citrus fruit, traditional citrus fruit up front, followed by green. Yeah, the hedgerow kind of thing. And the spiciness is there too. But that nice kind of, yeah, that nice sharp thing. Maybe that's coming from the Hallertauer. I'm thinking it is a kind of lagery kind of sharpness in the background. But I was thinking maybe it's from the Amarillo. But Amarillo's a bit more, yeah, it's a bit more kind of, I always use the analogy of kind of marmalade on toast. It's that kind of thing. It's quite a sweet thing. But this has got a bit of sourness to it, a bit of bite. And maybe that's coming from the Hallertauer. That's what I'm thinking. And the Brewer's Gold, I reckon, is working. Is it not Brewer's Gold? Was it? Yes, it is Brewer's Gold. Oh, I was thinking Prima Donna for a second, but oh, of course I would be. um, sorry, the Brewer's Gold gives that kind of edge to the greenness, so it works quite well with the Citra. But don't forget, these are Citra Cryo and Amarillo Cryo. So these are the really concentrated versions of those particular hops. A lot to think about there. Then we got the malts as well. It's maybe there's a bit of that spiciness is coming from, I was going to say rye, but it's not, is it? It's maize. Yeah, amazing. Um, So maybe the maize is giving that kind of gnarly, gritty spiciness, but it's coming malt spiciness, not hop spiciness. Or maybe it's a combination of all of them. There is a lot going on in this glass. Did I tell you, dear viewer, how strong this beer was? I don't think I did. It is 4.5, 4.5%. And the can is quite nice too. It's like a rising sun behind an exploding hop. I'm not 100% sure what Èvôye means, but it's some sort of exclamation. If I spoke French or Flemish or Belgique, whatever they speak beer. Oh, okay. Second, wow, second sip and it's almost all gone. There's a lot of smoothness there too. I'm definitely getting that now. Traditionally, it's from the wheat and oats, and there's some in here, which is fine. I think the hops, that hop kind of explosion, kind of happened. Um, really got my synapses all firing in my taste buds, and now breathe in, and out again, getting a lot more smoothness now, and that's nice too. I love the way beer, and I tell people this all the time. I've told you, dear viewer, this before. Um, when you drink a beer, and I drink halves predominantly, but on occasion I go for pints. And when that happens, oh my God, it can end in trouble. But I really love the way your first sip of a beer and your last sip from the glass might be totally different. Really, really interesting. And if you're drinking, if you always drink the same beer, and I don't tend to do this, but some people, they have found their nirvana. They have found the beer that they want to drink for the rest of their life, which is absolutely fantastic. There's nothing wrong with that as well. But I like trying different things. But if you do session a beer, and you're in a location and it's I don't know, a vocation place. If I went to a vocation place, I'd be trying lots of everything. But always having the same beer, it doesn't quite happen like that. You know what you're expecting, unless you get a dodgy pint, a dodgy glass. But I would say, dear viewer, try and wash your palate. Maybe drink some water, let it all flush through. Drink slowly, and I guarantee you, your first sip and your last sip will taste different. That is, unless you like drinking macro lager, which has hardly any taste to it whatsoever. Let's have a look at Foam Watch. So, we're getting a sort of mountainous region today. Nothing really is jumping out at me. I mean, there's a lot going on, but there's no. I mean, that looks weird, like a kind of toucan's bill on a sort of thin body, and he's getting sort of attacked by a flying worm there, perhaps. But yeah, I'm not getting too much out of this. There's some sort of creature running across. Perhaps the wild hunt is running, um, as we've taken in all the grain for the year. The wild hunt is running wild across the land. Makes you think, doesn't it? Hmm. That is me, John. Thank you for staying with me to the end if you're still around. That was Èvôye IPA, a Belgian imagining of a NEIPA, a New England IPA style. I think that's quite nice, I have to say. Personally, I prefer traditional styles. So Belgians, we were talking about the other day, doubles, quads, um, triples, even that kind of thing. And yeah, when you get a real traditional region and they do something completely different, yeah. But in this case, they've done it really well. Guys, this has been Unclejona here, drinking for your entertainment. Hopefully, you've enjoyed being with me, spending your time. Hopefully, you've got a glass of whatever you're drinking too. Please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other because it is cold out there. Winter is definitely coming. And I'll be back with another beer review real soon.